What is going on? Welcome back to Freelance School. In today's video, I'm going to be showing a quick tip I have for anybody using cold email outreach to generate leads for their business or for their clients, and especially if you use Instantly.ai in their Super Search tool for building your list. This is definitely going to be super helpful. And in particular, freelancers, people selling AI agents to local businesses, you sell accounting services, pretty much anything to the general small, medium-sized business market in the United States. This is going to work great, and even these specific filters I'm showing will work great for you for this as well. But there's a couple of nuances that you're going to want to keep in mind and in terms of the strategy so that you can set this up once and use it ongoing without reset it up each time for each campaign. So without further ado, what is the approach? So first, you're going to want to have to figure out how many total emails you're going to want to send to generate your lead targets, and I want to keep this explanation as quick as possible. So I'll say the Super Search tool, after you do find the find email step, which is normally right here, out of the initial search results that you get when you add your filters in, around 60 to 70% are actually going to be a verified email that's usable to either refine more or just reach out to directly. So let's say it's half, and let's say out of 122,000, we have 60,000 verified email contacts to reach out to. If we have an infrastructure set up to send 1,000 emails per day, Monday through Friday, that's 5,000 emails per week, 20,000 emails per month, and 60,000 per quarter. And the same contact that you reached out to last quarter, as long as they didn't request to be removed from your list, they didn't have a negative reply, let's say they didn't reply, or they just said they need more time, or they let's say they got too busy and they didn't reply, you can reach out to that same person. And so that initial 6,000 people, you can just keep pulling from that, you can add to that, but you don't have to keep setting up new search filters each campaign. You would just be able to pull from the same initial search results for all subsequent campaigns you run. So set this up once. You're going to want the total number of results that it shows here needs to be double the amount of total emails you want to send each quarter. And so you take the monthly total you want to send, multiply that by 3, and then multiply by 2. And if that number is close to this, then you have a good number. And it can be more, that's just fine. And if it's less, that's okay too. But you want to be close to that multiplier. And you want to keep the search results to get to this number. If you use too many filters and add too much here, then you're likely not going to have very many results found. That's okay if you have a super high ticket refined business offer, but for a lot of people, the volume you need for cold email for most offers and services is going to be 1,000 emails per day and more for a lot of you guys. And for that, you need a number similar to this. And so these filters here allow for that. Like these here really focus on small and medium-sized businesses, but you could remove these and be just fine still with this result. It's just going to be a lot more, and it's going to be less efficient on the how good the contact fit is, the lead score is once we refine it. So keep this pretty general, and the most important one here is to have owner in the job title. If you're targeting business owners, that's always going to be a decision maker. In my case, United States, but you can select your specific country. But these two are my most important ones. And then because the initial search results on owner in the United States are 1 million plus, I could work from that. But because I had so many and I knew I had room to get the number down, I added a couple of extra filters that I knew would be helpful, that would focus more on my ideal customer profile. And after I added those, it went from 1 million plus to 122,000, and that's perfect in terms of the total number I need to start with to, after refinement, to hit my email per day target. So you want this number here, customized to your business, and once you have this, you're going to click find email. That's going to use 1 to 2 credits per verified email found for the results. And so each week, I recommend, after you have this set up correctly, you have, let's say on a Thursday or Friday, have it pull 10,000 from this search results, and then click find email. It'll find 6,000 to 7,000 total contacts that are verified from that, and then you can either add those directly to your campaign. If like upon review it's already good to go, which I've had offers and campaigns that works just fine with, because the first name data, last name data is generally pretty clean in the Instantly Super Search results. And then if there are a lot of not good fits for your service, the easy way to fix that, and what I recommend anyway, is to have the next steps be, you're going to want to minimize your AI prompts that refine the search results you have. So we said this week we were going to take 10,000 from initial results, then after find email step you will have 5,000 through 7,000 contacts verified on your list. And then this is what everybody talks about: Clay. Some people use Instantly, some people use a lot of different tools. And what I would recommend is just having an AI prompt set up that you have saved on Instantly, where you can use their the one they already have set up that's like 0.5 credits per contact, but it's going to be a research enrichment step, and that's going to give you like the company description and notes for the contact, and give you everything you need to do the second step, which is going to be lead scoring plus label. So it's going to review, and based on the guidelines you give it, it's going to score the contacts after the research, and it's going to say the company's too big, not a good fit, so like a 1 for a lead score, or this business is in this specific industry, remove it because that's not a good fit for your services, or this company has 100 employees, they're too big for your services, that sort of thing. And you're going to score all the contacts based on that, and then you'll have a third step that removes bad fit contacts, adds based on lead scoring, or just filters them to a different list. And then a fourth prompt would be to review research plus lead scoring label for personalization first line. So assuming you've got your message already set up for your campaign that's has your offer in it, the call to action you use and signature you use in your email, it's going to stay relatively the same. You may have syntax variations for that. The part that changes and you want to customize as much as possible for each contact in the campaign is going to be the personalized first line. And if you've done these 2 steps correctly, it's going to be able to review that research, those notes, and the lead scoring, and personalize the email outreach to them based on what those notes were, such as saw you had a social media post, saw you're growing as a business, saw your website needed this or that. That's all customized to your specific offer, but it will just review that and then generate that first line, and you're going to have to optimize that step to make sure it's accurate and effective. But once that's good, you'll then next step then pulls all verified contacts with personalized first line to campaign. Then next step, you can either manually do this or set up an automation that pulls the contacts after the personalization into the actual campaign. So what's the beauty of this? Why am I showing you this? Why is this a big deal? If you set up your search filters correctly and you have a large enough initial search result base to pull from, you can set that up once and not have to do it each campaign. And then you can set up a workflow, and you can use Instantly's autopilot feature to each week pull from those search results. And then if you want to send 1,000 emails per day, you'll have 7,000 verified emails on average once you pull from your initial 10,000 and verify the emails. And then after you research and do lead scoring, you'll have, let's say you remove 2,000 contacts as not good fit, you have 5,000 left. So 5,000 in a week, 1,000 per day, and the 1,000 per day that you're sending to, you will know that they've been scored and they're good fits for your company, and you don't have to stress out about reaching out to the wrong person. And it'll have a personalized reason to reach out to them, so they feel like there's a good reason that you're reaching out to them, and they don't think you're just blasting an email message to them, by following these steps. And if you can research on Instantly can get out of hand for the AI prompts. If you let yourself, you really want to limit it, just like these filters for the enrichment steps and your AI prompts there. This is just 4 steps, and they all can be done by GPT-5 Nano when you do the model selection, which is 0.1 credits per contact, as opposed to 1 credit if you used GPT-5 for each AI prompt enrichment. So it'll take, around 7,000 credits to build the initial list, and then after the AI prompts, you're probably at like 8 to 10,000. So 8,000 through 10,000 total credits, which is $200, depending on what workspace plan you have. So you have the entire list built for $200, and that's already included in your credits that you have on the workspace anyway. So if you already have that, great, you can just execute this. And so you've saved yourself a ton of time, you've saved yourself a ton of credit, which equals a lower cost per lead. And don't want to get too more extensive with the details, and want to keep this simple. So in review, use simple search filters, set it up once with a large enough initial total addressable market that you can get in the search results. And then it's okay that half the contacts may not, or 30% on average are not going to have a verified email. So out of your 10,000, you got 7,000 left. And then after you lead score and research the contacts, you remove 2,000 that are the least good fit for the offer. You can keep them if they're all good for the offer, but you're going to be reaching out to only good contacts and have personalization added to it. That's going to make your campaigns that much more effective, and at the very minimum save you quite a bit of time once you have this optimized. So if you want guidance on how to do this specific to your offer for your campaign or service, then feel free to click the link in the description below, and I can help you customize this. Hopefully these details and tips helped you, and let me know if you want me to cover another topic, another video, or if you have any questions about this. And have a wonderful day. Peace.